Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with the next set of levels trying to showcase Lemmy. And it's been a long time of me trying to get him. And finally they made an event where it's super easy to get him. If you didn't have him already, if you had any dock tokens, I bet you have him now. But basically his skill is to get rid of the barrels, and this first stage is a great example of that. Now unfortunately it's the only stage in this entire set of levels that has barrels in it. Actually, is that true? I feel like one other stage had barrels in it, but it just wasn't that helpful. Or there weren't that many barrels. I don't remember. Maybe it was just this one. But this is a perfect example of what he can be helpful with. Unfortunately, it's the only example here that I have. I'm sure in the future, if any level has barrels and Wario isn't cutting it, I will bring Lemmy back in. But it just sucks that for the showcase, I actually only beat two stages in this video with Lemmy. And I really tried. I tried every single level a lot of times with Lemmy, and I just couldn't do it. Hopefully, if the same happens for Morton, that we at least get one stage where it really works for him, like this one. But most of those levels are already gone. Basically, the whole gimmick was that there were a lot of barrels around, and there was a lot more to it. It was going to be a lot harder to clear, but with Lemmy, he just gets rid of a lot of stuff for you. Now, the end game here, once all the viruses are gone, is that there are these crates left over. Now, I have 30 capsules left. There is no way that I'm not going to win this one. It's just going to take some time to clear all these capsules. Or sorry, all these crates with these capsules. So you can tell I'm very tired. I actually stayed up to play both these sets of levels for today. So it's still late at night. I don't have school early in the morning, so I wasn't too worried about that. I just wanted to go through and beat these levels quick. And then I'll go through it tomorrow and beat the rest of them. But you can probably tell that I'm a little out of it. Probably need some sleep. I also feel like my voice is going out a little bit. I don't know if you can tell that as well, but I can feel it. I've been doing a lot of online class stuff, so I haven't been talking all that much. So I guess I don't really realize if my voice is going out unless I start to try and record videos. I actually recorded like a few videos today, and I don't remember my voice being out. So I don't really know what happened there, but yeah, I'm starting to feel it. I hope I don't get sick or anything. Don't worry, I definitely don't have the sickness, but I do feel like I might get sick sometime soon. It is flu season. But we're trying to finish this up here. We just got this one crate here. And look, we burnt through all of my 30 capsules. Lemmy almost didn't allow me to win that one. That would have been really sad. But we get 500 coins, which is not great, but it's better than 3 hearts like last time. So, let's move on. This next one I probably played the most trying to do it with Lemmy. I felt like I was so close to getting it a few times. I had some really good runs. But I ended up just going with the character they suggested, Fire Peach. And she's really good for this one, especially if you can get her to hit that middle row. Or middle column. If you can get that middle column taken care of, the level goes so quick. It's just like that. If it's lined up nicely that you can get to the middle of it and clear it out really quickly. I did that once with Lemmy. That allows you to get to those blue cannons really quickly. And here I almost did it on my own. I cleared out that whole middle section, but I missed those reds. I wish I could have got in there and done it myself. But if you're able to do that really quick, you'll hit all those blue cannons on the bottom. All these blocks have been hit once. You will have to go back and hit some of them. But all the regular viruses are gone, and the iced have one more hit. A lot of the floating viruses will be in those sections. And then the rest of it, you just kind of have to clear out. You know, the ones that were iced you have to go back for. The floating viruses you'll have to go for. And then a few of these blocks are left over. And the blocks, if the blocks weren't a problem, I probably could have beat this with Lemmy. But because the blocks was just that one extra step, I wasn't able to do it. But yeah, I cut it super close. The one round I got through the middle really fast, hit all the cannons. I thought I was set to win, and then I just didn't make it. I was a little bit off. And I also probably should have saved Fire Peach's skill for this one, because it's kind of an awkward spot. If I would have killed it with those 2 reds I had already, the other virus, then I could have got that one with the with Fire Peach. Now I do this 1 block remaining. I actually remember this now. I almost messed this up. I should have got rid of these greens here, but instead I placed this over here thinking I won't need it. Then I realized what I've just done. I'm afraid that I'm not going to win. But basically I try to get these greens out, then I go for the reds. I'm trying to line up reds next to... I'm an idiot. I could have left it just like that. I almost messed it up again. Luckily I do have another green that I can bring down, break that up, bring this red back over and do that. I didn't even realize that. I could have just left the reds where they were and they would have done it. Man, I tried to sabotage myself a lot there. Just barely making it through that one. Let's move on to the next one. The only other one that I was able to beat with Lemmy. Lemmy does not come in handy at all in this stage. But I was able to beat it with him. And like I said, I tried it with all of them. This is the only one that Lemmy was able to do for me. I hope Morton's showcase will go better than Lemmy's. But this stage would be good for Morton because it has these bubblers on here. Morton actually destroys the bubblers. I actually considered trying bringing in Morton, but I ended up beating it with Lemmy before I could even try that. The gimmick is that the viruses are going to be fairly easy to get rid of, but there's also these colored crates, and for the viruses you at least need to get them out of their starting point, so all the viruses at the bottom need to be cleared and everything else at the very least needs to be bubbled so that the blue coin behind them gets cleared, and then every single colored crate on here needs to be deleted as well. Now the thing is, if you bring in someone like Larry, you have to, I'm pretty sure, you have to get rid of the ice before he'll actually clear them. I'm not actually positive on that. He might just do it anyways. You might have to try that out for yourself. So it might be a bad idea to bring him in because, well, getting rid of the ice, you can use any color, where the colored crates you actually need to use a specific color. So I guess it's not so bad. I was going to say otherwise you could bring in Ludwig, but once all the ice stuff is gone, there's really no point for him. Things don't get bubbled out all that much, so someone like Bowser Jr. would really be necessary. Wario would obviously be good. And Lemmy technically works, which I guess basically means any character you could beat this with. It is viable with any character, really. Because all Lemmy does is destroy one virus on screen, or I guess... I'm not sure what he goes for after the viruses are gone. I don't know if I ever got to that. But you can see there are some weird spots to get to. At this point, actually through the whole thing, I do not care about the bubblers. If it bubbles something, then that's just tough for me. I'll have to work it out later if it's an issue. Now the thing is, I already got all the blue coins. I got rid of pretty much all the viruses, and the last one on stage has been bubbled, which means it was moved. And that means, you know, I don't need to use that virus. I can use it for its color, save myself a single capsule. And then everything else I just need to get rid of. Now, by placing stuff down, bombs will spawn in. So maybe some bombs will go in the places that I need it to. Like here, this blue one kind of goes where I need it to go, so I have it set up to blow up this red crate here. I might as well. Then I start lining up some reds at these two at the same time. I get a double red, I believe. Yep. And then we go in. Ludwig hits that blue one for no reason. Then we take out that red crate, and then I just had this final green crate here to work on. Now I have a bunch of greens, but it didn't matter because a bomb spawned in and saved me a few capsules. But it wouldn't have mattered. Either way, I would have gotten it just fine. That green one was just kind of funny to have spawned in there. If it had been a different color, I probably would have been kind of upset. So, the penultimate level. I think the last two here I used Wario. And I was having some internet troubles here, so that's why the error code showed up. Now this one, I got pretty close with Lemmy. But when he's just clearing out a single virus, on this stage specifically, it's not helping out like at all. If anything, he's making the level harder. So you probably just don't want to use his skill at all if you bring him in here. But what you're going to want to do is get rid of the first few viruses. Then whenever you can, bring down a green one down to that lock. And then start working on these columns here. You know, breaking up in between the colored viruses. And then working your way down. Now for the first few, it's going to be really nice. Everything lines up nicely, you just need the colors. Which is kind of what I struggle with here for a second. But bringing down these reds. Now I need to start doing things a little bit better because, as you can see, there isn't a platform underneath all the viruses now, so that they're so easy to clear. Either on this side I have a red and green virus, or I clear out all of the reds and then build back up to the green later, as I did on that left side there. And you're probably not going to get the exact color capsules you need all the time. You might have to improvise. Now one round I had with Lemmy, I kept getting the colors over and over again, and I thought that I would clear it on that one, but unfortunately I did not make it quite there. Actually, I think I beat this with Lemmy and I didn't get 3 stars, which was really annoying. So I guess technically you can beat it with Lemmy. I know at least one level that happened on, I'm not sure if it was this one. I feel like it was, but yeah, just keep that in mind, I guess. So now we're hunting for red and blues. We get 2 of them here, bring down this blue one, and now we can start working on the final sections. This one again, you have to bring down a random capsule to get to the bottom, or like to take its place on the bottom. And again, if you can get any like red and greens or blue and reds, that'd be very helpful. And Wario's great for this one because the level's kind of set up that you do it the way it wants you to do it. So bringing in someone that destroys some of the viruses is kind of just going to mess it up. I tried bringing in Fire Rosalina as it suggested, and it felt like hard mode, honestly. Wario is so much better for this stage. And someone like Nabbit would even be better, I think. But let's move into the final stage here, a scrolling stage. I think the first one in the world so far. And I tried this one once with Lemmy, and I just didn't get anywhere close. And I actually got, I was kind of close to not beating it with Wario as well. But I got just enough, I think, or I had a few capsules remaining. But there are a lot of coins on screen. You're going to want to prioritize getting them out as quickly as you can. Using the viruses around you, you do need to clear everything on stage. So obviously if some viruses are lined up nicely for you, use them to your advantage. But also you're going to have to clear some coins yourself sometimes. Like right there, I just cleared those. I feel like that was kind of necessary. And the nice thing about this one is there are only 2 colors, red and green. So you have a more likely chance of getting a double red and a double green if you'd like. And it just makes it a little less complicated. Levels like these can be nice sometimes. So once you get down to this section here, you can start seeing the final part of the levels coming up. And the main thing you want to do is get rid of these coins now, as you see these cage coins coming into view. So you can start destroying those as well. I just have this 1 coin here that I need to get rid of. So we're going to bring down some reds to do that. Now all the coins are uncaged, and you can kind of go wherever you'd like. This is where the keys start floating into place. And you can see there, in between the red and greens, I was hoping to get a rainbow capsule, and it took a while longer than I thought. I was kind of trying to save that section for that specifically, but I got tired of waiting and just started going for it. But I do end up using a rainbow capsule in there at some point here. Right here. And then letting all the keys fall into place. Make sure to wait to destroy the bombs. That is crucial. Let the whole stage be on screen before blowing them up. That could ruin your run if you're low on capsules. Like you can see right now, I only have 4. I was able to use Wario's skill and get back up to 7. Now I did get a double red here, which is nice to bring down to this side. Then try to use single capsules for all the other ones whenever you can. Try to bring, if you have those coins up there like me, a double green over there. It should be pretty easy to get to. And then just blow up the rest of the bombs. There will be a few viruses remaining on stage. Hopefully you have enough capsules to take care of them. I got a double red, which made it very accessible for me to complete it, although I doubt that wouldn't have given me 2 single reds with 3 capsules remaining. But yeah, those are all the levels today. So tomorrow I will have a showcase of Morton and the final set of levels. So thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry Lemmy didn't get showcased all that much, but that one level was a really good one to showcase with him. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.